Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV in conjunction with Colfax High School presents Viking pregame. A look at today's Colfax Vikings boys game. And now, Viking pregame.
Good evening and welcome to the NLWN-TV studios. Rick Olson here, and tonight the 2-3 Colfax Vikings are looking to bounce back after their tough 68-61 loss to the McDonald Central Max on Saturday at the Northwest Tip-Off Classic at UW-Stout. Meanwhile, the 3-1 Durand Panthers are looking to continue rolling following their 82-38 thumping of the Boyceville Bulldogs last Thursday. Now, coming up in this edition of Viking Pregame, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup between the Durand Panthers and the Colfax Vikings. Then we'll get Coach Noel's perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Following that, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game. So it's time to get ready for some exciting high school boys basketball. All that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame, where we're getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's boys Dun St. Croix Conference basketball game between the Durand Panthers and the Colfax Vikings. The Vikings are looking to bounce back after their difficult 68-61 loss to the McDonald Central Max. In that loss to McDonald, the Vikings were led in scoring by 5'8" sophomore guard Elijah Ensminger, who picked up 17 points. He was followed by Jack Charlo and Nick Jensen, who added 16 and 12 points respectively. Thus far on the season, the Vikings are led in scoring by Ensminger, who's averaging nearly 13 points per game. He's followed by Jack Charlo, who's averaging nearly 12 points per game. Ryan Albright chips in 9 points per game. Lenz and Charlo are the Vikings' leading rebounders, averaging over 8 and 6 boards per game respectively. The Panthers are coming off a dominating 82-38 win over the Boyceville Bulldogs last Thursday. Leading the way for the Panthers was 6'4" sophomore Ethan Hurlbert, who put up 20 points. He was followed by 6'2" senior Ethan Anibas and 6'3" senior Gunnar Hurlbert, who added 16 and 10 points. Thus far on the season, the Panthers are led by Gunnar Hurlbert, who's averaging nearly 15 points per game. He's followed by Ethan Hurlbert, who's contributing 14 points per game, along with Dre Bauer and Zach Nelson, who chip in 10 points per game each. On the boards, the Panthers are led by Gunnar Hurlbert, who's pulling down 7 rebounds per game, along with Nelson and Ethan Hurlbert, who are grabbing nearly 6 boards per game each. The Vikings are going to have to rely on their defense to hold Durand in check, as the Panthers are averaging over 71 points per game, while the Vikings are averaging over 54. Defensively, the Vikings do hold a bit of an edge, giving up only 49 points per game, while Durand surrenders 60 points per game. Now, coming up next following this timeout, we'll get the coach's perspective as we chat with Vikings head coach Mark Noel on Coach's Corner. You're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Time now to see what the coaches have to say. It's Coach's Corner, what they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
Viking boys head coach Mark Knoll. And Coach, last Saturday the Vikings had a very tough but exciting game with the Chippewa Falls McDonald Central Max at the Northwest Tip-Off Classic, where they came up a little bit short, dropping that game 68-61. Your comments about that game?
Well, I think, number one, yeah, it was just a good game. You know, McDonald's a very good team. It's a team that's gone to state, I believe, 6 years in a row. So they've got a really good program. You know, their coach, Adam Schilling's a good coach. He's a friend of mine. With that said, you know, we were in a position that we coulda, woulda, shoulda. We were down one possession late in the game, and I think had another bad turnover or two. So we're a team that's still learning how to value the basketball, and as we continue that experience of learning how to be stronger with the ball and make the right decisions, as that happens, we will pull these games out at the end of the game.
Now, in that game, Nick Jensen had a season-high 12 points. Can you talk a little bit about the strides that he and some of the other players have made this season?
Yeah, Nick, also known as Big Red in our program, Nick's really coming on strong. He came on strong, I thought, this summer when we were playing, and you could see the skill level that he has. He has really soft hands. He has good feet. Around that 12, 15-foot range, he's a money shooter. He does not miss those shots. So it's nice to see him have that success, you know, in his, fifth varsity game, to score 12 points and to really step up for us, not only offensively, but he's been stepping up defensively. He's a very good defender, rebounds the ball really well.
It's kind of interesting on Saturday to watch him, as you could see his confidence grow. Earlier last week, when the Vikings took on Mondovi, Nick got a lot of passes down under the basket where it looked like he had open shots, and he passed them up and would kick the ball back to the outside for an outside shot by one of the teammates. And yet on Saturday, he took those shots and found that the ball went home.
Yeah, that's one thing that we try to tell all the boys is get your feet set, be ready to shoot the ball. We honestly would rather have a shot before we have a turnover. So I'm okay with some quick shots once in a while, because if we pass the ball too many times, we're probably going to turn it over. So, but when Nick's open, he's definitely a kid that we want to shoot the ball because he's got a really nice shot.
Well, today, the Vikings have a real battle on their hands. They take on the Dunn-St. Croix Conference leading Durand Panthers. What can you tell us about the Panthers?
Well, this is a team that, as sophomores, they won the conference, you know, and they had a big role in that team. Then last year, as juniors, they got hit with COVID, where that really kind of hurt them. And then they had to play a lot of games in a short period of time, kind of like what we had to do last year. And that really affected them, and Spring Valley stepped up and won the conference last year. But Durand, you know, they've got the Bauer, one of the Bauers. They start two Bauers, and they start two Hurlberts, and they start a Nelson. I'll start with the Hurlberts. They're the leading scorers right now. They're 6'3" and 6'5". One's a senior and one's a sophomore. And the senior, he's a big, strong, physical kid. We've got our hands full there of just keeping him from attacking the rim. He really likes to attack. He likes to be aggressive with his shots. We need to take a charge on him today. That's what we need to do. And then the younger one, Ethan Hurlbert, he's long, he's athletic, he's 6'4", 6'5". You know, and they're going to play probably their 1-3-1 against us and man. I expect both of those today. and he's on top of the 1-3-1. And then they have Bauer, who was the leading rusher in the whole state of Wisconsin this year in football. He's their point guard, strong, makes great decisions, and when you watch him play, he's the true point guard in the fact that he is setting everyone else up to score. He's not looking for he's looking for everyone else to score, and he does a great job of facilitating that. And then the other two kids, Nelson and the other Bauer, they're longer kids, even though they might not be as tall, but they're 6 foot 6'1", and they're long and they're athletic, and they have really good motors. So this is a team that brings a big challenge to us.
Well, the one thing the Vikings do have, and statistics are only worth the paper they're written on, but the Vikings do appear to hold a defensive edge over the Panthers. The Vikings only give up 49 points per game, while the Panthers are giving up over 60. What can you do with your defense to make that 49 be the number?
Yeah, that would be great. If we could hold these guys, I would think under 56, we'll have a great chance to win. And I think anytime you hold a team that low, you've got a chance. Defensively, what we have to do today that we're getting closer and closer on is when we have our tips and our steals and our rebounds, we got to convert those into points. And if we can cut down our turnovers from 20 to 15, 14, we're going to give ourselves those extra possessions, and the other team will have less possessions as well. So we've been talking about having 10 less turnovers. That's 10 more possessions. If you shoot 40%, that's 8 more points that we're going to score, and 8 less points the other team's going to score. So taking care of the ball is going to be everything today.
Well, Coach Noel, good luck on tonight's game. This ought to be a real battle. Hopefully the Vikings will be able to get back on the winning track and right back into that conference race.
Yeah, thank you. We're looking forward to it, and go Vikings. Thank you everything that you do, Rick.
You bet.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. The Vikings are looking to bounce back from their loss on Saturday to keep pace in the Dunn-St. Croix Conference race. At the same time, the Panthers are looking to keep their conference record unblemished and maintain their lead in the Dunn-St. Croix. So the stage is set for some exciting high school boys basketball, and we'll have all the action for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Now in just a moment, we'll send it over to Colfax High School, where we're getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's conference boys game between the Colfax Vikings and the Durand Panthers. That's all coming up next. You've been tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
You've been tuned to Viking Pregame with a look at today's Colfax Vikings boys game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Light Colfax Viking Basketball. It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Sladen's Technology Services can help when your computer decides to not cooperate. It can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Colfax Viking Basketball is on the air.
Lenz with the rebound puts it up and in. Christian Lenz gets the putback shot.
The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV proudly presents tonight's Colfax Viking Boys Varsity Basketball game.
And it's no good. Rebound taken down and put up and in. Ryan Albright with the rebound.
Join us as we head out to the gym for tonight's Viking basketball.
Inside, gives it off to Hoffman. Hoffman feeds underneath, the shot goes up and in by Nathan Hajdukovic.
Yeah, good cut there by Nate.
Well, good evening and welcome to Colfax High School. Rick Olson, along with Dan Petchow, Chris Olson on the camera tonight. And we have a battle for you coming up. The Vikings are taking on the unbeaten in the conference, Durand Panthers. And that means they've got to deal with the Hurlburts. Dan, you're from down in that neck of the woods. Tell us what you know.
Oh boy. Yeah, actually the Hurlburt boys I've known since they were born, I guess. So yeah, they are a force underneath. Tristan Lenz and Nick Jensen are going to have their hands full tonight. And Colfax is going to have to find a way to get some threes in there tonight. Maybe Albrecht or maybe Sikora. The middle's going to be pretty bottled up, especially in the first half.
And if they can hit those threes, maybe they can open things up a little bit.
Yeah. Ethan Hurlburt is a beast down there. He's lean, he's fast, he's tall. He gets to the hole real quick. We'll see if, I would guess, Tristan Lenz will start tonight. If I remember right. Yep. So that'll be his big test.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we take a real brief timeout here, and then we'll come back and they'll be ready at the scores table for starting lineups and so on. So you're tuned to Viking Basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV and Viking TV. Are your animals feeling a little under the weather? Give the nice folks at Colfax Animal Hospital a call. Bruce Buckley is just what the doctor ordered. In fact, he is the doctor, and he's ready to help. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Give them a call at 715-962-3380.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Dairy State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit dairystatebank.com or call to learn more. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
And we're back here at Colfax High School, and we're getting ready for National Anthem and starting lineups and all the pregame festivities. Both teams have warmed up, and we were watching the Hurlburts, and yeah, you're right, Dan, they're going to be a force. And they've also got a couple Bowers in there and a Nelson just for good measure.
Yeah, here we go.
We'll send it down to the scores table for our national anthem.
Would everyone please stand and able, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart to honor the flag, as the national anthem is sung by Jordan Johnson and Elena Smith.
Oh
Ms. Johnson and Ms. Smith doing our national anthem for us tonight. And we'll send it right back down to the scores table for tonight's starting lineups.
Between the Durand Panthers and your Colfax Vikings. Introducing the starters for the Panthers. Number 3, a senior, Simon Bauer. Number 11, junior, Zachary Nelson. Number 23, senior, Gunnar Hooper. Number 24, sophomore, Ethan Hooper. And number 25, senior, Ethan Beatty. And we're led by head coach Justin Wadetsky. And now the starting lineup for your Colfax Vikings. WIA and Colfax schools would like to remind you that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of high school athletics. We hope that you enjoy the game and support the athletes and officials in a positive sports.
So, getting ready to jump center, we have Zach Nelson for the Panthers, Tristan Lenz for the Vikings. Tip control by the Vikings. Sikora brings it across the timeline. Vikings moving from left to right. Sikora has it on the left side. Gets it to Charlo. Ball gets knocked loose. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Charlo, and it'll be Durand ball.
Too much air in the ball. Bounced right off its sand.
So the Panthers bring it down the floor. They get it down into the corner to Gunnar Herbert, and his pass gets intercepted by Ensminger on the fly and in the hole. Vikings take a 2-0 lead. Here come the Panthers down the floor. This is Bauer with it. He's out between the circles. Feeds it over to the right side. That's Nelson. His three-pointer's no good. Sikora with the rebound. Gets it to Ensminger. Ensminger high, wide, and left. Gets it back to Sikora between the circles. Back over to Ensminger on the left side. Feeds it to the free throw line to Charlo. Back out to Sikora. His shot is no good, and the rebound by Durand. They get it down on the left side. Bauer with it. Kicks it over to the right side. Nelson with a two-pointer's up, no good. Rebound by Hurlbert, and that's Ethan Hurlbert. Turnaround jumper is good. Ensminger with it, high, wide, and right for the Vikings. They're putting a trap on him. He gets it over to Sikora on the left side to Charlo, who loses the handle as he tries to drive the lane. Quickly down the floor comes Bauer, puts a shot up, and it goes in. Durand takes a 4-2 lead. Ensminger with it on the right side. Feeds it over to the left side to Sikora. To the free throw line to Charlo. Back out to Ensminger on the right. Cross-court pass to Sikora. Down in the corner. Shot is up, no good. Rebound. We're going to get a foul called on Lenz. The shot was attempted by Albright. And Lenz picks up the foul on the rebound. One thing Lenz has got to make sure he does is got to get position on rebounds and box out, because he sure didn't do it there.
Yeah, Lenz is the big guy for Colfax.
Durand has it from between the circles. Bauer with his three-pointer, no good. Lenz got the rebound that time, went up and grabbed it. Albright with it, or check that's Sikora. To Ensminger, to Charlo, to Albright in the corner. Shot goes up off the air, no good. Rebound taken down by Ethan Hurlbert. They get it to Bauer, drives into the lane, the shot gets blocked. Picked up by Durand. Gunner puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Lenz. Sikora with it, gets it to Lenz in the right corner. Back out high to Sikora on the right side. To Charlo, back to Lenz. Three-pointer on the way, off there, no good. Rebound taken down by Nelson. Bauer with it, through the center circle. They get it over to Ethan, he puts it up, no good. Rebound by Gunner, and we're gonna get a travel call on Gunner Hurlbert. 14:47 to go in the first half. Durand up by 2, 4-2. Vikings get it across the timeline. Down into the right corner, Albright with it. Gets it out to Sikora. Feeds to Charlo, drives the lane, goes off his leg and out of bounds, but it's off Durand, so it'll be Viking ball. And we have a substitution happening. Bauer into the lineup for Durand. Nick Jensen into the lineup for the Vikings. Pass comes in to Ensminger between the circles. Gets it over to Albright, high, wide, and right. To Jensen at the free throw line. Back over to Ensminger on the left. To Albright, and we're going to get a foul. And that foul's on Zach Nelson. First personal, first team foul. Long pass into Sikora. Gets it to Charlotte, to Nelson, to Jensen in the lane. Puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Durand. Here comes Bauer across the timeline. Bauer over to Bauer. We're going to have to show the difference between them. This is Simon from the top of the key. He hit it, three-pointer. 7-2, Durand on top. Sikora with it, tries to feed it down in the corner, gets intercepted. Coming down the floor is Ethan, he lays it up and in. Ethan Hurlbert with it. 9-2, Durand on top. Ensminger has the ball on the left side. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, last touched by Ensminger. And we have a timeout on the floor. Durand 9, Vikings 2. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV. Anderson Bridges, located in Colfax, Wisconsin, has been manufacturing prefabricated steel truss bridges since 1989. With hundreds of bridges supplied nationwide, we suspect you've crossed our path. It may have been on a pedestrian or bicycle bridge, or how about a snowmobile, ATV, or golf course bridge? Anderson Bridges is likely to have manufactured it. Founded in 1989, Anderson Bridges has been a family-owned company since its beginning and are proud to support the Colfax Vikings. Back here at Colfax High School, Durand Panthers on top, 9-2 with 13:30 to go in the first half. Simon Bauer gets it into the forecourt to Bauer, back out to Simon. Over to Nelson, to Ethan, feeds it underneath the Gunner, who lays it up and in. 11-2, Vikings trail by 9. They get it to Charlo at the free throw line, then to Albright, puts up the three, rolls around off the iron and no good. Rebound taken down by Ethan, gets it off to Simon Bauer. Drives into the lane, feeds it off to Nelson, and he put it in. Zach Nelson with the shot, and the pass is intercepted by Durand. Down the floor they come. Here goes Ethan with the layup. It's no good. Rebound taken down by the Panthers. They get it out to Bauer, puts up the shot, no good. Ethan with the rebound. To Nelson, out high to Simon Bauer, to Bauer, puts it up from the baseline, he hit it. 15-2. Vikings have fallen behind by 13. Sikora over to Ensminger on the left side. Down to the baseline. Charlo tries to go up with it. Loses the handle, and here come the Panthers. Ethan with it. Gets it out to Dre. Back to Ethan. Drives the left baseline. Tries to get it out to Gunner. Gets knocked away, but picked up by Dre Bauer. Over to Ethan. Puts up the three, and he hit it. And we have another timeout being called by the Vikings. 11:53. 18-2, Durand on top. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
On those days when you're hankering for something that's delicious and nutritious, simply stop by FitFam Nutrition in Colfax. They serve Herbalife meal replacement shakes, metabolism-boosting teas, and protein coffees. They taste as good as they sound, and they're healthy. Come and visit the Bentons and let them prepare for you a simply sweet treat, or something for the chocoholic or coffee lover in you. FitFem is a slam dunk. That's FitFem Nutrition, complete with one-on-one wellness coaching and business opportunities. 1020 University Avenue in Colfax. Join us at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV for exciting Colfax High School girls basketball. Our next game will be on Friday, December 17th, when the Vikings travel to Boyceville to take on the Bulldogs. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:55 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking girls basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV on Friday, December 17th.
And we'll have that game for you tomorrow night. Dan and I will be over in Boyceville to bring it to you. Vikings come down the floor. Albright over to Sikora. Back over to Albright. Loses the handle. Ball gets tied up. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Durand. While we were away for that timeout, I mentioned to Dan the Vikings need to play almost error-free ball. It's pretty clear because every mistake turns into Durand points.
Yeah, right. And now, Ethan's out right now, but he's starting to hit threes also. So we'll see how the Colfax adjusts.
This is Tron with it. He gets it out between the circles to Bauer. That's Simon Bauer over to Dre. Back over to Simon, to Tron. Back down underneath to Ethan Hurlbert. Or check that, that's Gunnar Hurlbert. To Bauer, puts up the three. It's no good. Loose ball on the floor being fought for. Picked up by Durand. And we get a whistle and a foul. It's going to be a foul on Ensminger, I believe. That's his first personal. Second team foul on the Vikings.
Is it a shooting? Nope.
No, it's instead of taking it underneath, they're putting it on the side. Dre Bauer to inbound. Over to Feedy. Feedy's got it now at the elbow. Down underneath the Gunner. He lays it up and in.
Good ball movement from Durand.
20-2. Vikings down by 18. And the pass gets intercepted. Solo shot down the floor. Dre Bauer gets fouled as he goes up. Ball goes through. And he's going to go to the line for the and one. Lenz goes out. Charlo comes in. Also coming in for the Vikings is Johnson. And Sikora takes a break. Shot goes around, no good. Rebound. Taken away by Charlo. Over to Ensminger, drives the right baseline, kicks it back out to Johnson. Over to the left side to Albright. To Charlo, tries the left baseline. He can't. He tries a bounce pass out and it gets stolen by Durand. Down the floor they come. Dre Bauer with it. Cross-court pass, now out to Simon Bauer. Down underneath to Hurlbert. Puts the shot up, it's no good. That was Gunnar Hurlbert. And down the floor comes Johnson and the Vikings. Ensminger with it. Back to Johnson, to Albright on the right. Feeds it into the lane to Jensen. Jensen gets tied up. Kicks it back out to Johnson, puts up the three, no good. Rebound by Charlo, he tries to go up, and it's off his knee and out of bounds. Charlo thought he got fouled going up.
Maybe got bumped a little bit, but it did go off his knee. So Colfax has to not let this game get in their head right now.
They got to get back and do what they came in here intending to do and then see where that takes them.
Right.
Lenz back into the lineup for the Vikings, giving Jensen a bit of a rest. Durand has it. They lose control. Here comes Ensminger, puts it up and in. Finally, the Vikings put some more points on the board. 22-4, Vikings trail. Durand has the ball on the left side, back up between the circles to Hurlburt. Over to the right side to Tron. Ball goes up, no good. Rebound taken down by the Vikings. And down the floor comes Ensminger. Ensminger gets it down into the corner to Albright. To Charlo, drives, puts it up and in. 22-6. Vikings close it to 16. Down into the corner is Jamison, but the ball gets taken away by the Vikings. Ensminger with it, lays it up, and it goes in. Elijah Ensminger starting to find the hot hand. Here comes Durand. They feed it into the lane to Dre Bauer. His shot is no good. He had an 8-foot jumper, bounce around on the rim, and Lenz plucks it down. Albright feeds it over to Johnson. It goes through Johnson's hands. One of the spectators, she caught it and says, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, good job by Colfax defense. Had a few points on.
Simon Bauer with it, gets it down into the corner to Hurlburt, tries to get it up, no good. Vikings come with it, get it to Ensminger, lays it up and in. Vikings getting ready to run, and they've cut it to 12. Shot goes up, is no good. That shot was intended by Feedy, and the Vikings have it. Cross-court pass over to Johnson, almost intercepted, but Johnson got it. Then to Lenz. Back out to Johnson. He's high, wide, and right. Cross-court pass over to Albright. Takes it to the top of the key. Down into the left corner. Now it's Lenz at the free throw line. To the left side. Ensminger's shot is no good. Down the floor comes Durand, laying it up, and in is Zach Nelson. Ensminger with it. Across the timeline. Feeds it across to Johnson. Johnson over on the right side to Lenz. Lenz takes it down to the baseline, back out to Johnson. Johnson over to Ensminger on the left. Back to Johnson on the right to Lenz. From just inside the arc is no good. Rebound, knocked away. Durand had it, knocked away, gets tied up. It'll be Viking ball. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Vikings. Mitch Medine into the lineup. Sikora in, Jensen in. And I do believe we have a timeout on the floor. 24-10. 6:50 to go. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
Join us at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV for exciting Colfax High School boys basketball.
This is what we came in for!
Our next game will be on Monday, December 20th when the Vikings host the Augusta Beavers. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:55 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking Boys Basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV on Monday, December 20th.
We're back here at Colfax High School. Vikings trailing 24-10. but they've started to scrap a little bit more now. Vikings have it. Albright gets it over to Medine from 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound, and they're going to get Albright with a foul over the back on the rebound.
He tried to pull it back.
That's the second foul on Albright. 4th team foul on the Vikings. Simon Bauer with it. Across the timeline for Durand. Gets it over to the left side to Dre. Back to Simon. Over to Nelson. Nelson drives to the lane, and he traveled with it. Viking defense kind of cornered him just as he stepped inside the elbow, and he dragged that pivot foot. Sikora with it across the timeline. Gets it to Jensen at the top of the key. To Lenz on this right side of the lane. Drives in, lays it up and in. Tristan Lenz. 24-12. Defeated over to the right side. Now out to Bauer between the circles. Over to Dre Bauer. Drives the baseline. Tries to make a pass. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Viking ball.
Colfax defense is going to hold them in this game.
Sikora across the timeline. Did a hesitation and evidently carried the ball in the process. That little hesitation step, I don't know if it fooled his hand, but if it didn't fool his hand, it fooled the official.
Yeah. So. He saw that gap between the two Durand players.
Pass goes down. It's off of Lenz as it went out of bounds. But a good job by Lenz of actually breaking that play up. They get it to Hurlburt. And Hurlburt walked with it.
Stumbled, which is still a travel.
Sikora to Medine across the timeline. Lost his footing. Saved it! No! The official said it went over and back. Charlo into the lineup for the Vikings. Replacing Jensen. Ensminger for Medine. Durand with it. Simon Bauer between the circles. Feeds it over to the left side to Dre Bauer. Back out high to Simon. Gets it to Gunnar Hurlburt, then over to Dre, puts up the 3. It's no good. Rebound being battled for, and they're going to say it's out of bounds, and I believe off the Vikings. So it'll be Durand ball. Bauer to inbound. This is Simon. Gets it to Hurlburt, who lays it up and in. They gave Hurlburt an opening right underneath, and they got it to him. And the pass goes out of bounds. Boy, it looked the way Charlo, I think it was Charlo down there, was expecting it. I think he thought it was tipped, but it wasn't. So Durand has it. Dre Bauer cross court pass over to Nelson. Long 3 is no good. And the Vikings quickly down the floor. Sikora lays it up and in. Bryce Sikora through traffic and put it in the hole. 12-point game. Simon Bauer to Gunnar Hurlburt. High pass taken out by Nelson. Back to Gunnar in the lane. Gets it to Ethan. Lays it up. It does not go in. He got fouled going up. Actually, to be honest with you, that's probably a good foul.
I think it's on Jensen. Maybe?
Charlo. First personal on Charlo. 5th team foul on the Vikings. Ethan Hurlburt at the line. First shot is off the back of the iron. No good. Hurlburt's second shot. That's also off the back of the iron, no good. Nelson with a rebound, gets it back out to Hurlburt. To Dre Bauer, to Simon Bauer, back to Dre. To Ethan, to Gunnar, who lays it up and in. Little reverse layup that time by Gunnar Hurlburt. He is sure a presence underneath.
Yeah, you put those two on the court at the same time and look out.
Ensminger with a shot from the baseline doesn't go, but the rebound taken down by Jensen. Pass gets out to Albright. Then to Ensminger, tries the left baseline. Decides against it, gets it out to Albright. Cross-court pass down into the right side. Now back out high to Sikora. Down to Jensen on the right baseline. Now they swing it around. It's on the left side. Ensminger's shot is no good. Durand comes away with it. 3:43 to go in half number one. Dre Bauer gets it over to Nelson, puts up the three, hit it. 31-14. Durand back up by 17. We have a whistle and a blocking foul being called on Dre Bauer. That's only the third foul on Durand. That actually may be the second foul. Charlo puts it up. Got fouled going up.
Should be on 23. No, I'm wrong.
It's
Again.
on Feedy. That's the first personal on Feedy. Third foul on the Panthers, but Charlo at the line. First shot is up and good. Second shot up. It's also good. 31-16. Vikings trail by 15. 3:12 to go. Down into the corner. Shot goes up by Nelson. Is no good. Rebound taken down by Durand. Trapped underneath. He stepped on the baseline. It'll be Vikings ball. That was Feedy on the rebound, and he got kind of trapped and had nowhere to go, stepped on the baseline. So the Vikings bring it down. Sikora with it, still in the backcourt. Now he gets it in the forecourt. Feeds it to the free throw line to Charlo. Tried a crossover dribble, lost the handle, and Durand comes away with it. Here comes Gunner, and he put it up and in. Down into the left corner. Ensminger shot is no good. Rebound taken down by Feedy. Ball stolen away by Charlo. He goes up and got fouled.
Falls on 25.
That's Feedy again. Second personal. Fourth team foul. Jack Charlo at the line. First shot is good. Lenz into the lineup, replacing Jensen. Coach Knoll doing a lot of rotating of those two to keep them fresh. Second shot. Rolls around and in. 33-18. 2:29 to go. Simon Bauer across the timeline. Feeds it over to the right side. Now into the lane. This is Ethan Hurlburt, puts it up and in. Oh, he's a long drink of water.
Yeah, and Colfax is small right now, so that don't help.
And they feed it to Ethan again. Down underneath, Charlo steals the pass. Gets it out to Ensminger. Spin move in the backcourt. Gets it into the forecourt. He's on the right side. Ball goes off of Ethan. Inbound pass from Albright to Sikora. He takes it across the timeline on the left side. Down to Ensminger in the left corner. To Charlo. Loses the handle on it. And down the floor comes Simon with it. He feeds it down to Nelson in the lane. And they're going to get him with a travel. He did a little hop before he went up.
This should be a little better matchup right now with Tristan Lenz and Nick Jensen in for Colfax.
Vikings cross the timeline, getting it to Ensminger on the left side. His pass to Jensen. I don't think Jensen was really expecting it. And Ethan picks it up, gets it to Gunner. Those are the Hurlberts. Gunner drives to the lane, feeds it out, and shot goes up and in by Tron. Parker Tron. Pass goes down into the left corner. Ensminger has it. Gets it out to Albright. Back down to Ensminger. On the left side. Takes it to the left baseline. Jumper goes up. It's off the iron. No good. Rebound tipped out and picked up by Tron. They get it down the floor to Nelson. He puts it up. No good. Ethan's shot is no good. And we got a whistle and a foul.
Should be on 11.
And it was. Zach Nelson. Second personal on Nelson. 15 foul on Durand. Charlo into the lineup to give Albright a bit of a break. Sikora to Charlo. Back to Sikora. Sikora brings it across the timeline. Jump stop. He's been trapped. Gets it over to Charlo down into the corner to Ensminger. Puts the three. Elijah Ensminger with the three-pointer, 38-21.
Ensminger's got 11.
Simon Bauer with it, over to Tron. Back to Simon, and trying to intercept it was Sikora. He intercepted more of Simon Bauer than he did of the ball. And, of course, they don't let you do that.
Try to get the steal.
It's only his first personal. 6th team foul on the Vikings.
See if Durand plays for one.
11 seconds to go. They got it over on the right side into the lane. Ethan with it. It puts it up. No good. Quickly down the floor. Here comes Ensminger. Stops. Puts the shot up. No good. And there's the buzzer to end the first half. So the score at halftime. The Durand Panthers 38. Vikings 21. We've got Viking halftime coming up right after this.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Time now for Viking Halftime with this week's edition of Viking Profile and the Colfax High School Report. That's all coming up following this brief timeout.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Time now for Viking Profile, where we take a closer look at one of the Colfax Viking players. And now, Viking Profile.
Today on Viking Profile, we're talking with Tristan Lenz. And Tristan, you're a senior here at Colfax?
Yes, I am.
Okay, now Tristan, we know that you play basketball, but are you involved in any other activities here at school?
Yes, I am. I played football this year, and then I'm planning on playing baseball for the spring.
Okay, that'll keep you busy. Yep. So when did you start playing basketball, and what kind of an experience have you had?
I started since we could start it, and I've had a great experience. I got great friends, and it's been fun to share the court with them. So
what's the most important thing that you've learned playing basketball?
Always bring your teammates up and build good team chemistry.
Okay, so when you're not playing basketball, or you're not here at school, what are some other things that keep you occupied?
I usually play my PS4 a lot at home.
Okay. All right. Rapid fire questions for you here. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Ooh, ice cream.
Favorite flavor?
Chocolate.
All right.
Just regular chocolate.
Sure. You can always go with chocolate. I mean, it goes with everything.
It's real.
All right. Favorite color and why?
Ooh, blue.
Any reason or?
No.
You
No
just like
reason. I just like it.
Okay.
It's a nice color.
Now, if you could have a superpower, what would that be and why?
Ooh, to fly, so I can see everything from being up there. So.
And from my perspective, you're up there already.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, if you have a superpower like flying, of course, you have to have a superhero name to go with it. So, what's Tristan's superhero name?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No
I'll
idea.
have to get back to you on that.
All right. Favorite NBA team?
Ooh, Milwaukee Bucks for sure.
All right. And the favorite college team?
Wisconsin Badgers.
All right. We're talking with Tristan Lenz on Viking Profile. And Tristan, what are your plans for after high school?
I'm planning on going to CVTC to get an electrician degree.
Okay. Hey, how about a shout out to the family?
Yeah. I got my mom home, Amy. My dad's at home right now too, Denny. And yeah. Hi guys.
Okay. And when people watch Viking games, where are they going to find Tristan on the floor?
Down in the paint. That's where I play.
You kind of rule the roost down there, right?
Yep. For sure.
Hey, we want to thank Tristan Lenz for joining us today on Viking Profile. Coming up next, more Viking Halftime.
You've been listening to Viking Profile. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. Every day he's hungry for something. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, then it kind of starts to work itself out.
Time now for the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School.
The Colfax Vikings Athletics had another busy week last week with the boys basketball team having 3 games. The girls had 1, and the wrestlers had a dual meet and a tournament. The Viking boys went 1-2 last week with a dominating 65-37 win over Glenwood City on Tuesday. Then the boys dropped 2 exciting and close games on Thursday and Saturday. On Thursday, the boys were defeated by Mondovi 67-64, and on Saturday at the Northwest Tip-Off Classic at UW Stout, they were defeated by the Chippewa Falls McDonald Central Max 68-61. Following those games, the boys have a record of 2 wins and 3 losses. They are 1-1 in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. The Viking girls continued their winning ways in the Dunn St. Croix Conference with an impressive 77-43 victory over the Mondovi Buffaloes. Now that leaves the girls with a record of 6 wins and 1 loss on the season, 2-0 in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. The Bloomer Colfax Wrestlers defeated Regis Altoona in a dual meet last Thursday, 43-42. Then on Saturday, they competed in the 32-team Eau Claire North Invitational. The Grapplers had 7 wrestlers place in that tournament and were led by second-place finishes at 152 and 160 pounds, Luke Blanchard and Bowen Rothbauer. This week, the Viking girls will host the Durand Panthers on Tuesday, travel to Boyceville to take on the Bulldogs on Friday the 17th. We will have both of those games on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. The Viking boys will host the Durand Panthers on Thursday. We will also have that game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. The Bloomer Colfax wrestling team will travel to Osseo for a dual meet on Tuesday against Osseo Fairchild Augusta Fall Creek. Now, coming up next week, all 3 teams are in action in spite of the holiday break beginning. The Viking boys will host the Augusta Beavers on Monday the 20th, while the Viking girls will travel to Ladysmith to take on the Lumberjills on Tuesday the 21st. We will carry both games on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV with Viking pregame beginning at 6:55 p.m. On Tuesday, the Bloomer Colfax Wrestlers will travel to Northwestern High School in Maple to take on the Tigers in a dual meet. The Wrestlers will also participate in the Northern Badger Tournament at River Falls High School on December 29th and 30th. In other school news, the annual holiday vacation will begin on Thursday, December 23rd and run through Monday, January 3rd. And that's what's happening for the week of December 12th through the 18th at Colfax High School.
You've been tuned to the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is more Viking halftime and then second half action.
Hi there, Russell here. I'm one of Santa's elves. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm his chief elf when it comes to making deliveries on Christmas Eve. It's a busy time here at the North Pole. We elves are pretty good at assembling things. That's why the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV asked me to assemble their Christmas gift to you. So here's what I've come up with. We're all going on a ride with Santa on Christmas Eve. Not his whole trip, but part of it. And I have the in-flight entertainment all lined up. So join me, Santa, and the Northern Light Webcasting Network along with NLWN-TV on Christmas Eve beginning at 7 p.m.
You've been tuned to Viking Halftime. Stay tuned. Coming up is second half action of today's Viking game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we're back here at Colfax High School where the Vikings are trailing the Durand Panthers 38-21. Dan, tell us how we got to those scores.
Here's the scores for Durand right now. Simon Bauer has 5. Parker Tron has 3. Zach Nelson has 7. Dre Bauer has 4. Gunnar Herbert has 8. Ethan Herbert has 11. For the Colfax Vikings, Bryce Sikora has 2. Elijah Ensminger has 11. Tristan Lenza has 2. Jack Charlo has 6.
And we're getting ready to start the second half. Durand will have the ball. Ethan to inbound it to Simon Bauer. And Bauer brings it across the timeline. Down into the right corner to Feedy. Cross court pass to Nelson. To Hurlbert, and Gunnar Hurlbert puts it up no good. Rebound being battled for. Lenz comes away with it. Albright with it, down the floor. Gives it over to Ensminger. Ensminger high, wide, and left. Feeds it back over. We got a kick ball being called against Ethan Hurlbert. Ensminger to inbound.
So he's got a guy coming out.
Finally, he gets it into Albright on the right side. Back out high, wide, and right to Sikora. To Ensminger. And we have a whistle and another kick ball. I guess Ethan's using every limb he's got to defend.
You know, I think the reason that Colfax didn't get the ball in the first time, the ref didn't blow the whistle, so they didn't know it's starting.
Sikora with it, trapped high, wide, and right, throws it across court, and the Vikings aren't coming out to get the ball.
Yeah, they can start talking to each other a little more.
So Durand has it across the timeline. Bauer with it. Feeds it over to the left side, down into the corner. Driving the baseline is Ethan, gets it to Gunner, lays it up, it's no good. And he's going to go to the line. Falls on Charlo, that's his second personal. It's the first team foul on the Vikings. Gunner's first shot is good. 39-21. Hurlbert to take the second shot. It's good. 40-21. Vikings trail by 19. Albright with it. Gets it over to Sikora. Takes it across the timeline. Feeds it to the free throw line to Charlo. Kicks it back out to Ensminger. Drives to the side of the lane. Puts the shot up. It's no good. Long pass down the floor to Gunner. He lays it up. It's no good. Ensminger with the rebound. Quickly down the floor behind the back dribble. Cross-court pass over to Albright. At the three-point line, gets it back over to the right side. Lenz has it. Out to Ensminger. To Sikora. Now down in the corner to Charlo. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound by Albright. He puts it up and in. Ryan Albright with two. 40-23. Durand has it on the left side. Gets it out between the circles to Simon Bauer. Then they get it over to Feedy. Cross-court pass over to Nelson. Nelson from three, no good. Rebound tipped around. Chased down by Sikora. Pass down the floor. The bounce pass that didn't quite come up the way they thought it was going to, and Ensminger had to dive for it.
Yeah, came in kind of flat. Deflate gate.
It looked like it. All right, down the floor comes the Panthers. They feed it down low. Ball gets tipped over to, that was Feedy who laid it up and in. Sikora with it across the timeline. Gets it to Albright, then to Ensminger on the right side. To Albright, to Charlo, to Ensminger from the right corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounder down the floor. Here's Feedy, lays it up and in. And we have a timeout on the floor. 44-23 in favor of the Durand Panthers. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution constantly complaining? Well, stop by and see the friendly folks at the Colfax Animal Hospital. Dr. Bruce Buckley and his staff will be happy to help you get your family friend back on the road to healthy living. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Call them at 715-962-3380.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Dairy State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit dairystatebank.com or call to learn more. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Vikings with the ball, trailing by 19, 44-23. Ball goes over to Charlo, over to the left side to Albright, out high to Sikora. Pass back to Albright, he loses control out of bounds, and it'll be Durand ball. Panthers come down the floor. Simon Bauer feeds it over to Dre Bauer. Now they've got it in the lane. It's Ethan Hurlbert, puts the shot up. It's no good. Rebound. We got a foul. Looks like it's a foul on Nelson. It's his third personal. First team foul on Durand. Charlo with the ball. To Sikora. Stops at the free throw line, gets it over to the right side to Albright. Back out to Secord, now to Albright from the corner, puts up the shot off the air, no good. Rebound taken down by Durand, and it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Viking ball. Ethan Hurlburt disagreed with that call, and you know what? I think he has a right to be. I think the Vikings got away with one there.
Yeah, the ref said he tipped it.
Charlo with it, high, wide, and left. To Ensminger on the left wing. Down to Charlo in the corner. He tries to get it back out. Ball gets stolen by Hurlburt. Down the floor he comes, feeds it off to Nelson, who lays it up and in.
Zach Nelson with 13.
Sikora with it. Gets his pocket picked. Down the floor goes Dre Bauer, who lays up the easy one. 48-23. Ball's loose on the floor. Durand's got it. Down underneath to Dre Bauer again. He puts it up and in. And we have another timeout being called. So with 13:47 to go, it's Durand 50, Vikings 23. You're tuned to Viking Basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
Simplify your life. Pleasant Valley Properties provides affordable housing and homes in communities in Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. They have staff available to help you locate the home that best meets your needs and desires, as well as service staff that maintains the properties. Contact Pleasant Valley Properties at 715-226-6200. Call today and let them help you get into the home of your dreams. That's Pleasant Valley Properties, 301 Grammar Avenue in Colfax.
When you've checked that hayfield and find it's time to harvest, give a call to Aaron's Custom Baling. Aaron will provide you with 4x5 net-wrapped round bales. He can even give your bales that spruced up look with select custom netting if you'd like. Serving Western Wisconsin, that's Aaron's Custom Baling. Call 715-202-0118.
Vikings to inbound the ball. Albright with it. Vikings trailing 23-50. Ball gets taken away by Nelson. Feeds it over to Hurlburt. That's Ethan, lays it up and in. Albright to bring it down the floor this time for the Vikings. Gets it to Ensminger. High, wide, and right. Back out to Albright. High pass out of bounds, and it's going back to Durand.
Yeah, Durand's going to press right now. Try to put this game away.
Dre Bauer with it. Gets it over on the left side. Back out to Dre between the circles. Over to Tron. Back into the lane, that time to Hurlburt. Shot goes up by Nelson. It's going to count, and he was fouled, I think, by Lenz. And it is. That's the second foul on Lenz. Second team foul on the Vikings. Zach Nelson at the line. And he gets the plus one. 55-23. Down the floor come the Vikings. They get it into the forecourt. They give it to Charlo, and he loses the handle. And quickly down the floor comes Durand. They save it in bounds right into the hands of Jensen. Gets it to Charlo. Spins in the lane. Lays it up. It doesn't go. Lenz with it to Jensen. Shot goes up and in. 55-25. Durand has it down on the left corner. Ball goes up, gets knocked around. They pick it up over in the right corner by Tron. Gets it into the lane to Hurlburt. That was Gunner. His shot was no good. Quickly down the floor come the Vikings. Ensminger with a spin move. Shot goes up, no good. Johnson with it. Puts it back up. It doesn't go. Rebound taken away by Charlo. Ensminger with it now on the right wing. Gets it out high to Albright. Feeds it over to Lenz on the left. He's at the elbow. Gets it back out to Albright. to Jensen, tries the left baseline, puts it up, it goes in. 55-27. 11:50 to go. Dre Bauer from three, and he hit it. He just walked calmly down between the circles. Wasn't picked up by anybody, pulls up and shoots and drained the three. Vikings with it on the left side. Jensen goes up. Shot's no good, but he draws the foul. I think it's on Gunnar. It is. It's on Gunnar Hurlbert. That's only the first foul on Gunnar. Second team foul on Durand. Jensen's free throw rattles around and out. Feedy and Simon Bauer into the lineup. Jensen's second shot is good. 58-28. Simon Bauer gets it over to the left side, and now they try to get it back out high, and Sminger intercepts it, takes it quickly into the forecourt. Gets it to Charlo, now down low to Jensen. Back out on the left side to Albright. Cross-court pass to Lenz, who saves it inbounds to Ensminger. To Albright, to Jensen on the left. He gets the ball knocked out of his hands, and this is Simon Bauer with it. Feeds it to Feedy, who lays it up and in, and we're going to get a technical foul called.
On who?
Basket's going to count. A technical foul. And Coach Knoll is having a discussion with the official.
Whatever it was.
Technical foul was on Lenz.
Whatever it was a very late call. Coach Snow is not happy with the refs.
Not right now, he's not. So at the line is Ethan Feedy. First shot is up. It's no good. Second shot on the way. It's also no good.
So it must not have been a technical then.
It was, because they're going to get the ball on the side.
Yeah, but he missed them both, so.
Oh, okay. So Bauer has it, feeds it over to Dre Bauer. Cross-court pass. Now they go underneath to Hurlbert. Back out to Simon Bauer. Shot goes up by Feedy. He hit that one. 62-28. Down the floor come the Vikings. Albright with it between the circles. Gets it over to Lenz. Back out high to Albright on the left side. Takes it between the circles. Over to the right side. Now back between the circles. Now to Lenz. Left baseline. Back out to Albright. Cross-court pass intercepted. This is Tron. He lays it up. It does not go in. Goes out of bounds. Tron's actually standing with a foot out of bounds when he tapped the ball. So it'll be Viking ball with 10:07 remaining in the game. Mitch Medine into the lineup for Charlo. Albright with it. Medine has it on the left side. Back over to Albright. Albright feeds it down underneath the Lenz. Lays it up off the glass and in. Tristan Lenz. 62-30. Simon Bauer gets it over to the right wing, and the three-pointer goes in by Parker Tron. Vikings bring it down the floor. Albright Over to Ensminger on the right side. Cross-court pass to Medine, high, wide, and left. Now between the circles to Albright. Feeds it down underneath to Medine on the left baseline. Gets it out high to Albright, then to Jensen, then to Medine from three. No good. Lenz with the rebound. Gets it out to Albright, puts up the three. He missed that one. And down the floor comes Durand, and they lay it up, and it goes in. That was Simon Bauer with the layup. Lenz with it now for the Vikings. Medine now high, wide, and left. Back over to the right side to Albright. Back to Medine, and it was out of his reach. (67-30).
Colfax just has to finish this game. Just play their normal offense. Don't worry about the score.
Parker Olmstead with it, has his pass intercepted. Medine gets it over to Ensminger. Jumper goes up off the iron, no good. Jensen with the rebound goes up, and he got fouled on the way up.
Yeah, good job by number 42, Nick Jensen, to get position there on the paint.
Foul is on Ethan Feedy. It's his third team foul on Durand. Shot goes up, rolls around, it's in. Second shot on the way, and it's good. 67-32. Down the floor come the Panthers. And the ball goes off the leg of Ensminger. So it'll be Durand ball on the far side. Trying to inbound it. Gets it to Simon Bauer. Takes it down the right side of the lane. Gets it down into the corner. Back out to Bauer. To Tron from three. He missed it. Ensminger with the rebound. Takes it down the floor. Goes up. And it lays it in. Elijah Ensminger lays it in. That's 13 points for him. Bauer with it. Gets it over to Tron. Into the lane to Hurlbert. Then to Feedy. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound by Jensen. Quickly to Ensminger. Ensminger spins at the baseline, tries to go up, and we're going to get
a charge.
I don't think so. They didn't call a charge.
Oh.
I think it was just a travel. Bauer with it, feeds it down underneath. Pass doesn't connect, and the Vikings come away with it. Albright with it. Out to Ensminger, to Albright between the circles. To the free throw line to Jensen. Down to the right corner to Ensminger. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound. That was taken down by Olmstead, and down the floor comes Durand. Shot goes up and in by Feedy. Albright has it for the Vikings. Gets it to Jensen in the lane. He goes up and draws the foul. I think this is going to be Simon Bauer. It is. That's his first personal. Fourth team foul. Nick Jensen at the line. First shot is up. It's good. Into the lineup is Austin Jameson for the Durand Panthers. There is no Hurlbert out there on the floor. Shot goes up and in by Jensen. And we get some substitutions for the Vikings. And down the floor comes Durand. This is Drabauer with it. Feeds it over to the right side. And that shot is good by Olmsted, a three-pointer. 72-36. Durand has doubled up the Vikings. Sikora over to Albright. To Medine, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound. Finally grabbed by Durand, and down the floor come the Panthers. Over into the left corner, three-pointer goes in by Tron. Parker Tron.
Duplip has 9. 3 threes.
Yeah, they don't have them listed up on the scoreboard. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Viking ball. Tyler Pelkey and Drew Anderson are into the lineup for Durand. 6 minutes remaining. Austin Swanson in for the Vikings. Pass goes underneath. No shot. We're going to get a foul called on the floor. And the foul is going to be on Tyler Pelkey. It's his first personal. 15 foul. Sikora looking for somewhere to go. Gets it into Charlo. Turnaround jumper. Bounces around. No good. Rebound by Swanson. He does not get it to go. Ball's loose on the floor. Picked up by Tron. Down the floor he comes. Over to Pelkey. Back out to Tron between the circles. Feeds it down underneath. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Vikings ball. Official had some words for some of the fans over in the corner. Jump shot from just inside the free throw line by Medine is no good. Rebound fought for on the floor. And we're going to get a traveling call. And it's going to be a traveling call against Pelkey for Durand. So it'll be Viking ball. Goes into Sikora. They feed it in. Pelkey gets another one. I think that's the third foul on Pelkey. The scoreboard's only got him with 2.
I got him with 2.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just miscounting. Charlo puts the shot up, no good. Rebound taken down by Durand. Pelkey brings it down the floor. Over to Jamison. Shot goes up, no good. Charlo with the rebound. To Sikora. Through the center circle. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Durand ball. 75-36, 4:47 to go. Parker Olmsted with the ball. Feeds it over to the left side to Tron. Now over to the right side to Pelkey. Three-pointer on the way. He hit it. Tyler Pelkey with 3.
His first 3.
Charlo with it. Drives the left baseline. He laid it in. Jack Charlo putting in a couple more.
He's got 8
points. 78-38. Durand with it on the right side. Pelkey feeds it into the lane. Shot goes up. It rolls around and in. That was Austin Jamison. And Swanson stepped in with the ball before releasing it, and it's going to be Durand ball. Pass underneath, and it gets laid up and in by Parker Olmsted. 82-38. Vikings bring it down the floor. Ensminger puts up a jumper from inside the free throw line. It's good. Down the floor come the Panthers. Pelkey gets it over to Jamison. Now over onto the right side to Tron. To Pelkey. To Jamison. To Tron. Then to Anderson. Then to Jamison. Pelkey from the top of the key. No good. Rebound tipped. It goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Medine. So it will be Durand ball. We do have a running clock. Ball comes in to Jamison. Puts the shot up. No good. Swanson with the rebound. Down the floor they come. Vikings put the shot up. That's Ensminger. No good. Durand has it. Olmsted feeds it down to the right baseline. Now back out to the right wing. Out high to Olmsted. To Jamison, to Pelkey. Then it's over to Mason, and the shot goes up, no good. Swanson with the rebound. 2:10 to go in the game. Medine gets it over to Hoffman. Puts the shot up, no good. Swanson gets the rebound. Can't control it to go back up with it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Durand ball. Into the lineup for the Vikings, Mason Yarrington, along with Kyle Irwin. And Durand coming down the floor. They feed it over to the right side. Then down to the baseline, out to the left side. Grady Hayden with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound, grabbed by the Vikings. Medine with it, brings it down the floor. Feeds it over to Irwin. Irwin into the lane, kicks it back out to Medine. Medine feeds it over to Yarrington. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound battled for. It'll be Viking ball. Coming up on a minute left. Medine with it, high, wide, and right. Takes it between the circles. Now drives into the lane. Tries to get the pass over to Swanson. Ball got knocked down onto the floor, tied up, and
should be Colfax ball.
And we have a timeout called. That's what it was. Timeout was called. So with the score 82-40, you're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Join us at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV for exciting Colfax High School boys basketball.
This is what we came in for.
Our next game will be on Monday, December 20th when the Vikings host the Augusta Beavers. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:55 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking Boys Basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV on Monday, December 20th.
Vikings have the ball.
New players for
Durand has the ball, I should say. They get it out high, wide, and right. That's Drew Anderson with it. He feeds it over to Grady Hayden. Gets it back over to the right side. That's Jamison. 8 seconds remaining. Olmsted. Cross-court pass. And they're just going to hold the ball. There's the buzzer. And our final score. The Durand Panthers 82 and the Colfax Vikings 40. Dan, the Vikings just weren't going to be able to keep up with Durand tonight. They had too much to handle down underneath, and the outside game was working for Durand, and the Vikings were very frustrated, and you could just see it in the way it was played.
Yeah, they let it get in their head. You know, they started getting a little frustrated, doing some errant passes, didn't talk well. Yeah, Durand's a really good team, though.
Yes, they are. And we're going to have some more about that coming up in Viking postgame, and we're going to have that right after this timeout. You've been tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for Colfax Viking Boys Basketball. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Viking Post Game, where we'll take a look back at today's Viking game.
Time now for Viking postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking Boys game. And now, Viking postgame.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow, Chris Olson on the camera. Vikings come up on the short end of an 82-40 score to the Durand Panthers, and with us right now is Viking assistant coach Brett Prince, and this is a tough one.
Yeah, you know, obviously the effort from our guys wasn't what we wanted, and you know that Durand team, they're a good team too. You know,
they are, and the Hurlberts caused an awful lot of trouble for you in the middle, and then their outside game, they passed the ball really well. They were moving the ball really well. And your guys weren't anticipating trouble.
Right.
That's what I was seeing in the passes. Like, they weren't saying, he's going to want to throw it to me, but there's a guy here, so I need to move, and they weren't moving.
Right. Yeah, you know, that's I think some of the things that we got to work on, too, is just, you know, realizing, first of all, the guy with the ball, you know, we can't dribble into trouble or pass it into trouble. We got to know what we're going to do. We always got to be one step ahead. And you know, tonight we weren't really doing that. And they caused some turnovers, and I shouldn't say some. They caused a lot of turnovers, and you know, give credit to them. So I think we just got to work on executing better.
And it sure looked to me like it wasn't so much that the Vikings were doing things really wrong. It's just that they were really frustrated, and you could see that players were trying to make the right pass. They were putting the ball where there should have been somebody, and nobody was home.
Yeah, you know, it's part of you know, some of those things you work on in practice, and in practice everything goes good. You know, we run our plays against, you know, all week we were going against a 1-3-1 in practice and anticipating that we were going to do that again tonight, and we did, but we just couldn't execute the plays and you know, the concepts and schemes that we'd kind of drawn up in practice. And so I think it just comes down to executing it during the game.
Well, in some respects, this is one of those games where you just have to have a short memory. And there's a lot of season left, and right the ship on Monday when you take on Augusta.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, practice tomorrow. Hopefully we, you know, some of the guys kind of come together and realize, hey, you know, we got to step it up our season. Even though it just kind of began, it's every day, you know, it gets less and less. So,
and you know what? It's a matter of hitting your stride by the end of the season, because, you know, whether or not you win the conference championship, it's what happens in those playoffs afterwards that everybody remembers.
Exactly.
And so if you're rolling by then, it's going to be okay. And this is a team that's got the talent to make some noise.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have some good shooters on this team. We have some good, skilled players, and we have some talent down low as well. And so, like you said, if we can get rolling at the end of the season, that'd be great.
Well, and you got to get some conference wins so you don't end up facing Durand in round 1.
Right.
So
so that's another thing. Yeah, it's got to set ourselves up for the end. That is true.
And hats off to Durand. That was a pretty powerful basketball team.
Yep, very good team. Absolutely, very good team.
Well, Coach, good luck on Monday against the Augusta Beavers. We'll be here to cover that one, and we will have more Viking postgame coming up right after this timeout. You're tuned to Viking postgame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
Hi there, Russell here. I'm one of Santa's elves. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm his chief elf when it comes to making deliveries on Christmas Eve. It's a busy time here at the North Pole. We elves are pretty good at assembling things. That's why the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV asked me to assemble their Christmas gift to you. So here's what I've come up with. We're all going on a ride with Santa on Christmas Eve. Not his whole trip, but part of it. And I have the in-flight entertainment all lined up. So join me, Santa, and the Northern Light Webcasting Network along with NLWN-TV on Christmas Eve beginning at 7 p.m.
Back here at Colfax High School, Viking postgame. Well, Dan, you've got some numbers for us that are a little bit lopsided in this 82-40 loss that the Vikings suffered. Why don't you fill us in?
Durand had a deep bench tonight. They had 10 players with points. Their leader was number 11, Zach Nelson, with 16. We had Ethan Herbert with 13. We had Dre Bauer with 11. Then we had just a bunch of singles. So we had Simon Bauer with 7, Tyler Pelke with 3, Parker Tron with 9, Gunnar Herbert with 10, Ethan Herbert with 13, Ethan Feedy with 6, and Austin Jameson with 2. For the Colfax Vikings, their leader tonight was number 10, Elijah Insbanger, with 15. We had Nick Jensen with 9. We had Jack Charlo with 8. We had Tristan Lenz with 4. And we had Bryce Sikora with 2. 82-40.
And one of the Vikings couldn't get shots to fall. They were off balance. They were hurrying shots, shooting under pressure. You can see when, for example, Tristan Lenz, who's usually good for a fair number of points, wasn't able to make much happen tonight. Elijah Ensminger was, but there was a lot of trouble some of the Vikings ran into, and this was a tough game for them tonight.
Colfax needs to define one guy to be their guy. Right now they don't have that. Nick Jensen kind of steps up once in a while. Could that be the guy? Maybe. Elijah Ensminger.
And if you have two guys, one from inside, one from outside, you got Jensen, Ensminger, and let's see where that can take you.
Yeah, like Durand, they can kind of lean on the Herberts, and Colfax hasn't got that guy yet. So we'll see what happens.
And this game is part of Coach's comment about this several times, that these guys, for many of them, this is really their first varsity season and first varsity playing time, and they're growing with every game, even though the score is tough. That was a pretty tough team they ran into tonight, and a very strong team with the 2 Bauer boys, the 2 Hurlburt boys. Nelson was trouble. And when you got Nelson covered, Feedy came in there and shot the ball. So Durand was ready for tonight, and they're going to make a lot of noise in this season. And we'll run into them again. We got to go down to Durand and play them. But let's take a look at what we got coming up, because the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV on Monday will be right back here at Colfax High School as the Viking boys are going to take on the Augusta Beavers in a non-conference game. Live coverage starts with Viking pregame beginning at 6:55 p.m. That'll be followed by live play-by-play. That's the Colfax Boys Basketball on Monday the 20th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV. Then also tomorrow, Dan, we're going to make a little bit of a road trip. It's not much of one, just on the road over to Boyceville, as the Viking girls are going to take on the Boyceville Bulldogs. That will be Dunn St. Croix Conference action. Live coverage begins with Viking pregame at 6:55, and that'll be followed by live play-by-play. That's Viking girls basketball tomorrow night on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Also, don't forget that on Tuesday the 21st, the Bloomer Colfax wrestling team is going to travel to Northwestern High School in Maple to take on the Tigers in a dual meet. Wrestling action begins at 7 p.m. And you know, with Santa Claus getting ready to make his annual trip, he's got room for us in his sleigh, so start making your plans to join us on either the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service or NLWN-TV for our holiday gift to you. We're going to bring you the finest in the Christmas-themed old-time radio programs as we fly with Santa a little bit of his trip. And that includes Famous Campbell's Playhouse production of Orson Welles and Lionel Barrymore in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. And that's all going to be on Christmas Eve at 7 p.m. on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Don't forget that tonight's Colfax High School basketball game is brought to you by the Colfax Animal Hospital, Dairy State Bank, Anderson Bridges, Slayton's Technology, Pleasant Valley Properties, Aaron's Custom Baling, FitFam Nutrition of Colfax, and Kyle's Buff and Shine. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Colfax Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. For Dan Petchow, this is Rick Olson, Chris Olson on the camera. Final score once again, Durand Panthers 82, Vikings 40. You've been tuned to Viking Postgame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been listening to Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking Boys game. You can catch Colfax Vikings games by tuning in to any of the Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. This has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.